It's Week 16 of the NFL.
And this defense features Shaq Thompson. He's been a constant presence in the middle with 65 tackles so far.
It's the Panthers and the Cards.
And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players.
Matt Prater has been around a long time. We'll get us started here. And off we go from Charlotte. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
Throwing, Dalton. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Dalton. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Now Dalton. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And for the moment, that's a 1st down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Here's Dalton. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And when the Panthers decided to make the change from the former 1st overall pick Bryce Young to Andy Dalton, it was to make throws like this, Mike, the ability to push the ball downfield, get through your progressions and your reads, bring a little life to this Panthers offense that over the last couple years has really been one of the worst in the league.
Dalton. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Dalton to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
They motion a receiver right. To throw is Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And live to play another snap.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, first overall pick in 2019. Wows you with those highlight plays over the years. Off the injury, Greg, the Cardinals quarterback, is once again the exciting Kyler Murray.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Benson. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Will Hernandez out of UTEP. Guilty that time. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
He keeps it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Panthers have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Panthers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. Got a man. It's Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. A run with Hubbard. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Kaiser White able to make the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll motion over Thielen. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up 2nd and long. To throw is Murray. That one caught by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Mingo. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Now, faking the give. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down and more. He is in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Murray going to hand this to Benson. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And a short pickup past the 25. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Murray now on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment defense. Still first down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And forget the pylon. He's not even close. He's going to be run out back at the 4.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he will power his way into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
His kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 10, Cardinals 7.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and veteran wideout Adam Thielen set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Throwing, Dalton. He will find Thomas. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Now it's Dalton. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Wow! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. A run with Benson. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Here's Blake Gillikin now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Whoa! And he's going to go out of bounds, but not until he's past the 25-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. Here's Dalton. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. Now Dalton. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's 3rd and 7. Tremble comes in motion. Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Cardinals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. A short one here, caught by McBride. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the handoff, this is Benson. Up the sideline, past the 30. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. And that'll be batted down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now give up the middle, it's Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Murray. A throw on the move is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Murray now. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Benson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Murray. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The home team's offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Dalton to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Back to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Mingo, the man in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 2nd and a yard. Back to the air one more time. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, You're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Cards offense ready to take over once again. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Murray. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. On 2nd down, Murray. Catch made right side by Wilson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Yeah! And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. Now he's free to midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Dalton. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Dalton. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a
That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Cam Akers, 86 yards on the ground. We saw a strong first half out of the veteran quarterback, Andy Dalton. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. They're likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Dortch now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
1st and 10. A give. Here's Benson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run, and here's Benson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try and run here with Benson. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Cardinals' 1st down by a couple of yards. They get 5 there on 4th and 3. They try the right side with Benson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Now he takes off. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Now he'll run. This has been a wild sequence. A big gainer there. Still not enough for the 1st down. Murray now on 2nd down. Oh, he can't get away, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Dalton. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
There's that man again, another catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Dalton. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 12-yard line.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Cardinals lining up for a punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. To throw is Dalton. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Mingo, the man in motion. Dalton to throw. And that one incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Dalton. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run it here with Hubbard. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 6-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Murray. Pass right side, that's Ryman.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
The Cardinals line up for a punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 46.
Back to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Dalton working from the pistol. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Arizona. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying, we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves. And as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Prater's extra point is good. And the Cardinals move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
It's a gain of 5.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Now it's Dalton. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A run with Hubbard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment defense. Still 3rd down.
So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing, Dalton. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Murray. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He got it to Mingo. It's complete. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Dalton. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Now Dalton. That into the hands of Hubbard.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run here with Sanders. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that 3rd down stop sets up a big conversation on this sideline of the offense, Mike. You find yourself in 4th and short, but you're trailing. I think at this stage here in the 4th quarter, I got to send my kicking unit on, take the lead, and hopefully my defense can continue to get stops to pull this game out.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still second down.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Dalton. That's into the hands of Mingo. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. To throw is Dalton. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. They send a receiver in motion left. Dalton to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cardinals offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Murray. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. He gets it to go, and the Panthers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting set to get back to work. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Murray. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Murray. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Again, it's Murray. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. So here it is, 4th down and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.